Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So the Hawkeyes offense will be the first up today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
They start the drive, giving the ball to the receiver in an end around. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So it's second and long at the 20. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. From the shotgun, drops back. He'll be tackled. We'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about.
Hold open.
So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. The Hawkeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. He'll field it close to the 50. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the James Madison Dukes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
The game is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
That's a strong stiff arm. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. 5-yard gain, so it's second and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserted themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes. And now they'll set up for the point after.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start for the 25. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. Gets out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Looking to pass here on second down. Under pressure, just lets it go. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Hawkeyes will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. The back's got it. Solid run. Tackle at the 45-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And the Dukes looking to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Some hard running there through a tackle. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from it.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The Dukes keep the football on the move. They feed the fullback this time. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And now a carry here for the fullback. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. And he scores. Touchdown, James Madison.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And he finds the running back in the flat. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Hawkeyes will send the punt team onto the field. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in.
And it's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Anytime you see a defense sit back in cover two, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
Tackle made after the completion. Look, it's James Madison in front right now. We reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And the Hawkeyes will line up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. Powering through. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Turner trying to create good field position. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. James Madison's offense back out there now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Receiver in motion now. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
It's a run to the left. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
That pass is caught. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
And that is a tough assignment for this strong safety because truly, he's really a hybrid player in this defense. He defends the pass, which makes him a defensive back, but his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking on these players, but it is a tough task to take on that big fullback.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
The risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
Just trucks through the defender. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The offense really clicking here. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the extra point is missed. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And there's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. That run moves the ball across the 40. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick it away. They've punted away for the fourth time today. Fielded at the 25. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Dukes offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fires it on the move. And he's got it.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quick throw, testing the middle. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Hawkeyes come up to the line in a hurry-up. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. James Madison's offense back out there now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here comes a handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a 1st down. A running play keeps the offense a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They'll hand it off. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. That's a design quarterback keeper. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Then as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Running back has it on the screen now. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Touchdown, James Madison. Just ran away from the defense. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive on the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Here's the throw deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! You look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And they're able to get him down.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Dukes. Still no answer for this offensive machine. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. So second down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The Hawkeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Pressure is coming. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Throws to the tight end. And he pulls in the catch. Touchdown, James Madison. And the beatdown continues. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He dumps it off to the tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking right, this one caught. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes a spectacular diving catch. So the offense calls a timeout here as they're forced to the half. And the Hawkeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32. Here's that defense shifting again. Looking to throw again. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. 7th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Sideline route, but is out of bounds before the first down marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught near the goal line. The Hawkeyes will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line.
Pass falls incomplete.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag now. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. Down big. Obviously go for it here on 4th and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The ball is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, his defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Georgia's offense will get the first swing today. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out. They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Guys up front lined up. It's first down. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
The Dukes are in the red zone now. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Running play called on third and short. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And the Dukes will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. A running play called on fourth down. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the...
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback.
The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Just able to get it away. But he's got some space here. And they've got the returner corralled. James Madison's offense back out there now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looks right for a quick completion. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They're going to run it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Touchdown, James Madison. Strong game by this quarterback. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out short of the end zone at the 7, but what a play. The offense trying to pour it on early here. First down and goal. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Touchdown, Dukes. Still no answer for this offense. Extra point try coming now. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Keeping it on the ground here. Powers through. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Handoff on a single back formation. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, had a chance at another interception. Couldn't quite hold on. But it's going to be 4th down. The Dogs will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll test the right side here. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it second and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And the back now goes in motion. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Dukes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Quick throw, the catch is made, and they get him down after the completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He'll pitch it. Breaking free at the 35. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second down and goal upcoming. Hands off to the fullback. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, James Madison.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Throws it to the right. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Point after, not right through.
Georgia, 0.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They stop him right at the 24.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And the Dukes look to keep this drive moving.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming, the crowd is screaming, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear him say, watch the fullback. There he just slips through for a first down.
Now it's second down here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Physical run earns the first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Dukes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Big chunk play, this offense operating at peak efficiency. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket, trying to get the throw off. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
It's a quick grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Can he get there on the ground? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort when the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. And the Dukes looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown? He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And then there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the James Madison Dukes.